Hi, welcome back to my channel, Melissa's Peace, Love, and Crochet. This is going to be another video where I am working on a diamond painting project. This is something I bought at the Dollar Tree, and it's a little keychain, and I have found that it was a lot of fun to work on. I think all of the material in here is actually very nice. It comes with all of the paint chips, and the only thing that bothered me was having to put the sticker onto the keychain. That was really hard for me to do. I kept doing it backwards for some reason, but I like it even how it even has the little tray to put the paint chips in. And I tried to do all one color first and then go back and do the other ones. I dumped all of them in, and I found out later that's not always a good thing to do because they fly out everywhere. I did buy a little vacuum though that I found on Michael's. I'll have to put a video so you guys can see it. It's a little round circle vacuum to hold in your hand, and it will actually vacuum up the little paint chips. Between me dropping them and my little ones dropping them, I have found that it's probably a good idea to have something like that, because my little ones want to help out, or they want to look at the pretty shiny things, and that's okay, because it's fun when you have your little ones trying to help out with things, or they want to see what mama's doing. I know that in some of the videos it had been suggested to talk while I'm working on projects. I don't always want to talk about depressing things or things that I've been going through. So I won't always be talking about things that I've been dealing with as a domestic violence survivor. I will say that I have really enjoyed being able to just pick a project I want to work on and say, hey, this looks like fun. I know normally I've had a lot of crochet videos on my channel, and I still will. And I even have some crochet videos I will be posting later. I had to take a little bit of a break from it because it just seemed, sometimes when you really enjoy working on something and you keep working on it and that's all you do, you get burned out. And I have especially found out that in the summer, I can do smaller projects for the craft fairs in the fall. You know, I can make scrunchies or the hats or the little ear warmers. I know I definitely need to make things in black, and I have been dreading that because I know a lot of people want black, but to crochet with it is just a nightmare. And then I've seen a little light where some people suggest that I could buy a light to put on my forehead, those camping ones to try to use, and sensory wise it really bothers me for some reason. And it's not that I have trouble seeing it, black is so bland sometimes, and I like to have all the bright colors. I guess working on the black colors for this butterfly reminded me of all the things I need to get done for the craft fair when it comes up soon. I don't usually do a lot of craft fairs. I used to. About 7-8 years ago, I would do all kinds of craft fairs. I was signed up for everything. But that's something that the X very quickly, it just started going away. And it wasn't that, he said, well, don't do this. One example is, I was at one craft fair and he got really mad and he told him, we're not coming back. But I had never said I wasn't coming back. But I guess because we were together, that assumption was just made, and then I couldn't really say anything because it was causing a huge argument, and he was yelling, and I was embarrassed. And I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where you are just embarrassed and mortified by how somebody's acting and you don't know what to do. That's completely how I was at that point. And every time I would think, well, it can't, it's just this one situation. Maybe it's just this one situation. It'll be better the next time. It never was. So eventually it got to a point where I was down to the one craft show in the winter. It's a Christmas festival. And I did go back to it last year after I hadn't been for a few years. And I'm hoping maybe I'll be able to get to do it again this year. But if you haven't seen my other video, I had a I know I say a lot, just so you guys know, I wasn't really, I would talk, and a lot of times I would be told to, that was weird. That was weird was the number one phrase. That's so weird. That's so stupid. Um, to the point where you would just not talk because you'd get so tired of hearing the complaints. And so now that I'm trying to find my voice and I'm trying to talk again, I have found that it's harder, and I will pause a lot more often, and I will say, or I'll go, I'll make a little noise. So if y'all can bear with me, I'd really appreciate it, because I'll get back to that point where I'll be able to talk without so many pauses or losing my train of thought. And I know it's just going to be a matter of time before I get to that. But I'm hoping to be able to do that craft fair again this Christmas. I don't know. Sometimes it can be a problem because there are people that undervalue their work. So you may sell a hat for $10 and somebody next to you is selling a hat for $3. I can't sell a hat for $3. Yarn now sometimes can be $6, $7, $8, $9 a skein. And I love what I do, but I also don't want to lose money because I need to be able to put that money back into new supplies for other projects or for things for my kids. And so I might try to give it one more shot. But like I said in one of my other videos I posted, I had done the Christmas festival, and then my little one was sick and she had an emergency. I had to take her to Peyton Manning, and my tables and my chairs were in the back of my truck, and I figured I would go and get them later when I got back home. I didn't know I'd end up staying overnight and into the next day. And when I came home, somebody had stolen everything out of the back of my truck. They stole the tables, they stole the chairs, they stole craft stuff I had in there and hats. They even stole a bag of trash I had in there. And I thought, how crazy you steal a bag of trash? So I lost most of my furniture and supplies and things that I had for my craft shows, my mannequins, my displays. And I know a lot of people will say, well, you should have just put everything up. My little one's more important, and it was more important to get her to the ER. And I actually did not think somebody was really going to steal those things out of the back of my truck. I mean, and I also figured I was only going to be a few hours, but I guess they needed them more than I did. So if I do try SEP, I'll have to figure some things out, because last time I was using milk crates, and I had one table. Well, no, I take that back. I had all the tables and chairs for that Christmas craft show, but those were all the ones that were stolen. If I try to do that this Christmas, it's before Christmas at the beginning of December, I would have to figure out what I'm going to use, because all I really have right now is some milk crates and things like that. And I'm hesitant to spend the money on another table if something happens or I don't sell anything. I don't know if anyone else ever runs into that. I always, I make all these things and people say they're cool, and I make hats and ear warmers and little stuffed animals and blankets and scrunchies and jewelry and all kinds of things. But then I always worry I'm not going to sell anything, and I panic about it. And that you spend so much money on an event, and by the time you get everything set up for it, you're hoping you're just going to break even. So I have a lot of things to think about with it. I also need to find a light source. If anybody's made it this far in the video, I appreciate it. I need a light source at night. The craft show, it's over several blocks in my town. And where they had me last year, there weren't any of the street lights where I was in the past. And people couldn't really see my projects. I didn't have any other lights with me, so I had my camera on my phone, the light on, because I had actually planned on recording and trying to let everyone on the channel see where I was at and what I was working on. And I ended up using my phone light, and it didn't light up very well, and people couldn't really see the project. And I understand that, the projects I had for sale, So I'm trying to figure some things out. I hesitate a lot back and forth about what I want to do with craft things and if I want to do the craft show or if I just want to work on my projects. But I would like to be able to sell some things so that way I don't just have totes and totes and totes full of hats and ear warmers. I hate that. Sometimes I put these little diamond paint chips on and I've noticed that I don't know if I put too much wax or if there isn't enough, but it always seems to get stuck. And then I have to pull the project back. I'm also trying to find a way to have my phone up higher so y'all can see the projects better. You can see up in the upper left-hand corner that is actually a bottle of my daughter's diaper rash cream because I am trying to have this up higher so you guys can see me work on it. But I don't have a stand. That was one of the things that was in the back of the truck when everything else was stolen. I even had things stolen in my truck. I did not. Somebody said to me, well, why didn't you file a police report? Why didn't you call insurance? Honestly, I was in shock. I know that may not make a lot of sense, but after some of the things I have dealt with as a domestic violence survivor, I was just in shock. And I could not believe that somebody did that. And then I also couldn't believe that nobody else in the neighborhood noticed that somebody was literally taking everything out of my truck and nobody called. Oh, I found these little jars to put the paint chips in for the extras because I found out there isn't anywhere to put the extra chips when I don't need any more. So I've been using that as a catch-all for the remnants. I wanted to ask anyone who does diamond painting, do you save all the little extra diamond chips from projects? Or do you do what I'm doing? I just kind of put all of them in a jar and then when I'm done I throw them away. One of the main reasons I throw them away is because I don't want my little ones to get into them. And I don't want them to try to put them in their mouth or do anything that could hurt them. But I'm trying to figure out some different things for filming too. So if you like the talking with the diamond painting videos while I work, let me know. If you prefer to see the music in the background where it's just music, let me know. And obviously I'll still be posting crochet videos and projects I'm working on and more how-to videos. And I also want to know if you guys like watching the diamond painting while I talk. If you're enjoying these videos too, could you drop a comment in the comment section and let me know? I'm trying to figure out my footing with my channel because I have 1,600 followers and I am so thankful for all of you. I really appreciate it. But I've noticed no one's really watching my videos, so I'm trying to figure out if there's something that y'all might like to watch better. If it would be more videos like this with me crocheting or more talking about my projects that I've crocheted like I used to. Or if you would like to see some different things I work on like my diamond painting. I actually purchased a couple of diamond painting kits on Temu and I am going to try those out. I'm actually pretty impressed with this little keychain from the Dollar Tree. I've had a lot of fun working on it. And if you've seen my other video, I have another one posted, and then I will have other ones I've been working on too, because I was lucky enough to be able to buy the entire set. They had 4 of these little diamond painting keychains, and I was able to find all 4 of them in one store. I only grabbed one of each because that's all I need to have projects to work on, so that way everybody else can grab some. I also found some really cute yarn that day. I'm also showing y'all different yarn places I'm going to in thrift stores, but I'm not buying a lot of yarn right now. I would actually like to use my yarn stash. Not all of it. I think that would take years. But I would like to be able to use some of my yarn and see the different things I make and make some pretty things, even if it is to sell in craft shows or if it's to donate hats, because I've done that before, or donate blankets. But I don't want the yarn to just sit there. And sometimes I think, it becomes as a hobby, buying yarn, just as much as it is using the yarn. And I know I jump topics around a lot. That happens a lot with me. I'm one of those people where I could be talking to you and all of a sudden I'll look over there and go, oh, look, squirrel. So that's just me. But the weather's been really strange around here lately. Normally it's really hot this time of year already. And we have had really cool nights in the upper 40s and lower 50s. And then it has been really sunny and in the 70s and lower 80s, although we're supposed to hit the 90s, I think they said Thursday or Friday. But, any suggestions would help. If there's things that y'all would like to watch, someday I would just love to have my channel be monetized so that way I would be able to invest in better equipment for videos for y'all to see and buy different projects to work on so that way y'all have some fun things to watch and see. It's one of my goals. That's something I wanted to talk to y'all about too. I used to do couponing videos on here. The name of my channel until very recently used to be Melissa's Coupons and Crochet. And a couple of years ago, I started getting comments on the couponing videos I had on here because I would post crochet and then, couponing deals, Dollar Generals every Saturday. I would post those deals. And somebody would post, I thought this was a crochet channel, or I would post couponing deals and they'd say, I'd post crochet, and people that were watching the couponing would say, well, I thought this was a crochet channel. I thought this was a couponing channel, and it would just go back and forth and back and forth. So I quit posting the couponing videos. It was also causing me a lot of anxiety because the ex used to yell a lot about my couponing deals or when I would try to post things or find good deals. And I feel like in this economy more than ever, finding good deals and learning how to use digital coupons is really important to save anything we can because things are just so expensive. I don't know about you, I swear sometimes I pick up one bag of groceries and they say it's $40 and you're going for the bag, and you're looking in the bag trying to figure out where it went. And that's why I think couponing is so important in everything I do with it. I actually made a new channel for my couponing. It's called Melissa's Couponing Corner. It's a little experiment to see if it makes a difference. If I just have crochet videos on here and craft videos, because I will be doing craft videos on here too that are not just crochet, to see if it makes a difference and if people like being able to just have all the couponing videos on one channel and to have all my crochet and craft videos on this channel. Maybe if it's not that way, well, on this one I might do some rummage sale or thrift stores if I find things to look at too, but I just want to see if it makes a difference. I want to make this a fun, pleasurable experience for everybody, and I'll still definitely be posting my shorts with the yarn on here and other projects I'm working on. I have really enjoyed working on this little keychain. It's something in the diamond painting about being able to, you're just going back and forth and you're filling it in with the little chips. It almost reminds me of, it's not coloring, but it's cool because you're filling something in and then you have a picture. But I will definitely be trying to come up with more ideas, and then if there's something that y'all would like to see on here, let me know. Drop a comment. And if you guys want to see some couponing videos on here, I'd be more than willing to do that too, because I could post ones on here that aren't on the other channel. I have 33 subscribers on my couponing channel right now. I just trying to give it a shot and see how it goes, because I know some people really are not into the couponing and they don't like it. I like it because I can at least try to afford things for my kids and get them what they need. Now, the diamond paint kit I'm working on, here's a little keychain. The next one that I'm going to work on after the keychains, I found some other diamond painting kits at the Dollar Tree the other day in Ohio, and they are not keychains. They are actually little small diamond pages. I don't think they're bigger than 8 by 8 or 8 by 10 inches. And I will be working on those next. And I made a video of that too if you guys want to check it out and see what's there. There is a tiger. There is a toucan. There's a picture that has roses in it. And you know, I can't remember the other one for the life of me. Huh. Now I'm wondering what the other one was. Another thing that I really like about this diamond painting kit is how they had the numbers on the paint chips, but they also had the numbers on the sticker for the butterfly, so that way it was just really easy for me to follow through and go on the pattern. I have found that it's very soothing, and it just helps to be able to go back and forth and work on this. It's funny how the camera changes the angle and then the keychain looks like it's backwards. Oh, and if you wanted to know, these Dollar Tree kits,
Then come
even
up
the
here and
sheet
let me
ones,
change
I've
your
noticed they
diaper.
all have the little green,
Come on up
they
to
have
the
one little
couch.
green tray for the chips, and it comes with the pink wand.
Put your tushy the
And
right
it also
way.
comes with the wax, the red wax, so that way you can put that on. I didn't
No,
know
I'm
when
not
I
putting a
bought it if I
diaper
was
on
going to
your
have to
head.
buy
If you
more
need a
supplies
diaper
or
change, I
not.
need to change your tushy.
But then after I had so much fun with this, I ended up going on Temu and buying diamond painting supplies. And then the little vacuum cleaner from Michaels is where I bought the little round vacuum cleaner. And I'll definitely have to show that to y'all. It has batteries I had to put at the bottom.
Honey, come up here and let me
And of
floating
course
in
my little
space,
ones
honey.
like it,
He's
so I
not
have
hurt,
to keep it up
okay?
high so that way they don't vacuum up something they shouldn't or get hurt, because I definitely don't want them to pinch any fingers or anything. I don't think they could on it, but I don't want to worry about it. I had a lot of fun with this project, just going back and forth and putting all the different paint chips in. I don't even know if they're called paint chips. If anybody else does diamond painting and you are watching this, could you just let me know what they are called, if they're called paint chips or diamond chips or color
Honey, Gru's
chips? I've
not
kind of
hurt.
wondered about that.
Gru's in space. He's not
And
hurt.
I will definitely be posting another video soon. I will try to do a crochet one next, because I have quite a few crochet projects that are done. And then of course I have some more diamond painting ones. Sorry, my phone keeps buzzing while I'm recording. I do not know how to turn off the noise on my notifications and then still be able to talk to record this. So that's another learning curve I'm trying to figure out. And if you've stuck through this long and watched me work on this, I really appreciate it. I've had a lot of fun, and I hope you've had a lot of fun with it too. And I'm definitely going to be trying to work on some more projects I have at home before I go get a whole bunch of new ones, because I have quite a few different things to work on, and I definitely would like to get some of those done before I bring new projects in. I'm not even going to be testing patterns for a while, because it's just too much on me right now to try to do that. I was hoping to test a pattern, and I bought the yarn and I was really excited about it, and my mind's just still too cloudy right now, so I'm hoping I'll be able to do that later. It sometimes gets foggy with the crochet projects if I'm trying to figure out a pattern or new stitches. And there were several new stitches in that when I was looking at it, I just could not figure it out. So you'll definitely see some crochet from me, and I'm so excited because look at this. This little keychain is all done. All I have to do now is put the metal ring on it, and I'll be able to use it, or put it on a backpack even. And I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will talk to you later.